Hey everybody, welcome. Alright, as promised, here's the vinyl haul for the month of October. I did the unboxing from Vinyl Me Please yesterday. You can find that somewhere down below. I didn't really get a chance to, I did listen to the record, but I don't have like a solid review of it like I typically do every month. I'll give you my first impressions. In short, it's amazing. Incredible album. I understand why they went with this as an essential. From what I understand, and I kind of touched on it in the unboxing video, this is more of a commercial attempt. This is his first album, so he was trying to just fit in. A lot of artists did that. Willie Nelson did for a while, and then that didn't really work out for him, and so he went off and did his own thing and changed everything. But yeah, this album is just incredible. Again, I'm not very familiar with his music. I haven't listened to everything he's ever done. I do know that there's a big difference between what this album sounds like and something that he did later in his life. It's a lot more stripped down and bare bones, kind of his style, I guess. So I will eventually get to the point where I can tell the difference, but for now it's a great starting point. Let me show you what the record looks like. So Townes Van Zandt, for the sake of the song, just beautiful packaging, deluxe packaging. You get a print as always, which I also really enjoyed. Love the colorway on it, the design, everything about it is pretty cool. And then if that wasn't enough, you get a booklet, which I was also reading a little bit of as I was listening to the record. I did that in the unboxing video where I said I was skimming the record. Anyways, yeah, so really a lot of cool information in there as well, very beautifully laid out. And then the record itself, it comes in a polypaper sleeve. It's this really dark blue. You can somewhat see it in the video. It looks black, kind of, but it's a just incredible sounding album. They pressed it beautifully. It's clean. It sounds great on my little shitty record player. So I was really happy about that. So like I said, the journey begins. I will look for more of his music. Hopefully I can get my hands on as much as I can. It's been in circulation for 50 years. This is the 50th anniversary for it. To celebrate its release. So there's a bit of history with this record. So yeah, so far so good. A couple songs on there that stuck out, like Waiting Around to Die, like the last song on the A side. Very raw sounding song, very real. So I appreciated that rawness to his music. Anyways, so moving forward here with the rest of the records, because I do have a stack to get through. Just keep it short and simple. Actually, this is an artist that was introduced to me by my good buddy Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy. I'll link him in the description below. Check out his hauls. Great music. Great taste. He had sent me a Jim Reeves album not too long ago, and I just found this one. Girls I Have Known. It's still in the shrink for, I think I picked $1 for this one. And here's the record. Nice and clean. This is actually one of his more popular albums, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, he has a bunch, but this one here is just velvety. It's awesome. He's got a great voice. It's just really deep, and the reason he sent it to me is because I'm a big Patsy Cline fan. So he thought I would really enjoy his music as well, and he nailed it on the head. So now that I've been digging for records and have him in mind, I've been finding him, so added him to the collection. This next one here, also, I believe this was a thrift store pickup. This is Ricky Nelson. It's a comp of his hits. This is the legendary Master Series 2. I don't know where the other ones are. I only saw this one, but it is a double LP. They come packaged in these plastic sleeves. It is brand new. There's very little like sleeve damage to it, but yeah, kind of like that whole Warhol style for the cover. Ricky Nelson's one of the artists that helped me transition from what I originally was listening to, which was rockabilly, psychobilly music, and then I kind of worked backwards. A lot of my friends listened to a lot of country first, or at least were introduced to country, like Johnny Cash, for example, and then they started listening to heavier stuff as they progressed, as their tastes changed. I went, again, backwards. I was listening to psychobilly music, going to shows, seeing the Guana Bats, the Frantic Flintstones, and then listening to like Gene Vincent, Ricky Nelson, Wanda Jackson, Janice Martin. And yeah, so that then helped me transition to country music because they kind of had a country twang to them. And then of course now I'm listening to like Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, all that, the outlaw stuff, which is really good. And I wouldn't catch myself saying that maybe 10 years ago. So that I've moved along myself down, you know, the line there. So that was kind of cool to see that. I had to have that, so I added it to my collection. This next record is actually from Bob Dylan. Slow Train Comin'. Very interesting album. Wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I typically only really listen to comps from Bob Dylan, like his greatest hits, the more folkier sounding stuff. This has a bit more to it. I think it's a little more, I don't want to say polished, but there is a lot more elements in this album that you don't necessarily hear from some of his other albums, like his earlier stuff. So yeah, I thought it was good. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I really like the artwork on there as well. Let me show you the record if I can real quick. And I scored like on these finds. They're literally like brand new records. They must have just come out, or maybe someone picked them and just decided not to take them. Because when I grabbed the stack, it was just one after the other after the other. And if you dig a lot like I do, you kind of get that little adrenaline rush. You get excited, you're like, what's next? And then once like nothing starts showing up and you get a bunch of like classical or gospel records, then you kind of get sad again. The feeling leaves you as quickly as it comes. But so yeah, I took those home. This here I actually found at the swap meet. Randomly dug through this stack of the basically hip hop singles. The only LP on there, Del the Funky Homosapien, 11th Hour. He's a wordsmith. He's just amazing. I don't have any of his music. It's a double LP. So this is a great addition. And I really like the artwork on there as well. It's really cool. So, yeah. Just dope. Dope, dope, dope. Another hip-hop album. I haven't found too many in the wild. A lot of country, if you've noticed, a trend in my vinyl hauls. So that was a fresh breath of air. Following up with that, I also found this. Those Linces. I have no idea who the hell they were. The album is La Canción que ya no escucharás. Kind of have a little romantic, like romantica style music. Got the pipe organ in there. This was like the underdog of the stack, and it became instantly one of my favorites this month because it is just exactly what I grew up listening to. Music that my mom still plays, but this group she didn't even recognize. So it was kind of cool to introduce her to something that was similar to what she really enjoys. So yeah, she thought it was cool. They look funny on the picture there. But yeah, I looked at the back and I saw that they had Juan Gabriel, Los Dandies, Los Chicanos, Marco Antonio Muñoz, Muniz, I always have a hard time saying his name. Anyways, yeah, so some artists that I recognize vaguely, and then so now I know about these guys. Hopefully I'll find more of their music. It's kind of hard to find stuff like this, but when you do find it, scoop it up. This next one here is a random pickup. Lou Rawls. When the Night Comes. Still in its shrink. I don't have Lou Rawls in my collection. I thought it'd be great to add it. I actually didn't really get around to listen to this as much. I wish I maybe get a little more spin on the player there, but it was a good album. I mean, I really don't have a whole lot to say. It didn't like blow my mind. I will continue to look for more of his other stuff. But yeah, I might have to revisit this at a later time and see how I feel about it then. And then finally, I kind of burned through this stack today. Another Disney record for the collection. This is Songs and Stories from Babes in Toyland. In really, really good condition. If you collect Disney records, you'll know that they don't always come in this type of condition. There are no markers, no colored pencils, no crayon marks. There's a book that comes along with the sleeve here that you can read along to as you listen to the record. Ultimate favorite, whether it's comic book, like on vinyl or Disney stuff. I always make sure that the book is intact, and I will always pretty much buy it if the price is right. Usually, like I said, they're missing pages or whatever. The record is super clean. So, another one for the collection. So there it is. That wraps it up for the vinyl haul. I got a new stack of records to listen to through this month. Vinyl Me Please unboxing coming real soon. If you still want that record from Vinyl Me Please, the Queen record that they're going to be reissuing in connection with the movie, I'm assuming, let me know. Sign up, get a credit, $10. I get $10. We'll be $10 richer. Just send me a message on any social media platform, linked in the description down below. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys on the next one.